Hey guys, how's it going? It's Rob Sutton with the Sutton Garage, and we're back here today to actually talk about my 2016 Ford F-150 and what it's been like after 5 years and 114,000 miles, and why I believe the F-150 continues to be the top-selling vehicle in the United States for many years running. Now, if you go back to even just 2018, before all the chip shortages and all the madness that we've had with the car industry, Ford produced over 1.1 million copies of the F-150, making it the highest selling vehicle in the country and the highest selling truck 45 years running. So after I've spent this much time in one F-150, this is why I think it continues to be on that run. So first off, the F-150 probably offers the biggest, widest range of available models out on the market. Anything from an XL model all the way up to a limited can net you anywhere from $24,000 all the way up to above 6 figures. So that means anyone can afford and own an F-150, especially if you're going to buy used. So the versatility of the F-150 and the available package models makes it really one of the most versatile vehicles that you could have on the road today. It's what I like to call from the country to the country club. You could do all the things that you need to do with truck stuff with, go get all your mulch and everything and really beat it up as a truck, but then wash it, clean out the interior, and you can head straight to the country club and not be embarrassed that you're bringing a truck in for valet parking. Especially when you get into the Lariat and above models where leather is standard and you get all these creature comforts such as heated and cooled seats, heated steering wheel, big pano sunroof, and other luxury items inside the car. It makes it so it can really pull double duty as a daily driver and a luxury vehicle that you take out places. Now, this 2016 that we're sitting in that I've been using for the past 5 years has been pretty heavily modified. I raised it 6 inches on a Pro Comp lift. It's sitting on 35 1250 tires on Hostile 20-inch by 10 wheels. I've got an Addictive Desert Designs Venomar front bumper with a curved light bar. The entire sound system has been replaced with Sony Type R components and 2 tents underneath the back seat. There is a flip top hardcover and bed liner in the bed itself. And still, even with all those modifications, it drives like stock going down the road. And that brings me to my next point. The F-150 is highly customizable. The aftermarket support for the F-150 is ballistic. Because there's so many of these out on the road and everyone wants to customize them in their own way, there's an unlimited amount of aftermarket options that you can find that will actually customize this truck to your needs. It almost makes it to the fact that you rarely find a stock F-150 out on the road, even with as many as there are. Everyone has done at least their little touch to their F-150 to make it a little bit more theirs. So now the most important part that I do think about the F-150 and why it is the best-selling truck in the United States currently. While it might not be the absolute best at any one thing, the running average of the F-150 is above the rest. Some people might say that the Dodge has a better interior. Some might like the styling of the Sierras or the Chevys a little bit more. But when you combine it all over interior, luxury, wide range of models, and appearance, the F-150 just edges out all the competition on an overall running average. So while there might be trucks that do 1 or 2 things better, they don't do everything better. And the F-150 does a great job of melding everything that you want into a truck into one package. So what is the downside about owning an F-150? One, it is the most popular vehicle on the road. I remember when I first got mine 5 years ago, I came to the first intersection that had a red light, and I was sitting there in one direction, sitting with 5 other F-150s. That's why it was so important for me to modify mine. I like my vehicles to be a little bit more personal and stand out. And when you buy the most common vehicle in the world, you have to really go out and make sure that you make it your own. So now I'm sitting here 5 years later at 114,000 miles, and it's time to move on to something different. So what did I decide to do this round, since I did not want to go with just the same thing over again? After looking at the Ram 2500, the Ford F250, and the GMC 2500 Denali and AT4, I ordered an F250 Lariat with the Lariat Plus package and the Blackout package in antimatter blue. So I am going to make the jump from a black car for the first time in a long time. But I am pretty excited about the order, and we should be getting the build date sometime this week. So we will have videos on the modification process of that F250 as well. And I'm also really looking forward to 1,050 foot-pounds of torque. These engines are dynoing out at over 500 horsepower to the wheels when they're only rated about 450, 470. So it's a little underrated, and it'll be nice to have that power when I do tow the boat in those circumstances. So guys, I want to hear what you think about the F-150. Do you own one? What do you like about the truck overall? And do you agree with my assessment on why it is the most common truck sold today in the United States? I want to hear your comment down in the comment section below. If you like this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up. Also consider subscribing to Sutton Garage for more projects and builds coming up here in the very near future. And until then, on to the next one. Thanks guys, see you.